Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's jump right into it, man. Young Thug has been released, and today we're gonna discuss that situation a little bit. It has been 2 years of trial, going back and forth, crazy situations. Maybe we'll jump into those as well. Maybe then we won't, but yeah, he's been freed. But I mean, 15 years 50 years of probation. RJ.
Yo, that amount of years. So the sentencing and the probation is crazy, man. And what you can see is that he is what his name stands for, right? The acronym. He is truly humble under God. So, guys, before we proceed with today's show, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We're seeing more and more of you subscribing. More people are watching. You're watching longer. That means you're finding what we talk about interesting. Of course, we're also getting better. Long way to go. This is just a start, but we really appreciate your support. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe, hit that notification icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. That being said, KR, let's
Yes,
start the show.
yes. So it's been 2 years, like I said, and it's been ups and downs. We've covered this story a couple of times. In the beginning, I think we were kind of looking at it from from the presented general case. It seemed like how they came forward, the DA had pretty good amount of evidence that they were gonna convict the guy. But I think throughout the case or throughout the trial, we started to change our perspective on this, RJ. We came to a conclusion. I think we covered it. I think 4 times so far, or 5 times, and around about the second or the third time we covered it, we said, yeah, he's gonna walk because the way they were presenting all these cases, the evidence, the way the way Lil Woody was playing in their face, it was disastrous. I mean, you cannot say anything else, and this what we want to talk about today: the disastrous choices by the Atlanta DA and the Office of Prosecutors, and how they did it. RJ.
Yeah, this was a very off the rails case. Very entertaining case as well. Every time you thought that you reached a conclusion or you're reaching a conclusion or you're getting there, there was a U-turn, there was a change, there was a pivot. And yeah, it was, well, I'll tell you this, Kira. Let me tell you, because you know me, I'm not, I know about the case. We talked about the case a couple of things, but I'm not really into the music as I used to be in the past. My taste changed a bit. I want to say my taste is more exquisite. But I say all that to say that I'm not aware of all the popular, at least know all the artists and all the, what's going on, who's hot, who's popping. Some of them I know. Like I see a lot of things on my timeline about Glorilla, some views. So that's how I conclude Doja Cat as well. I know their songs probably, but you're asking yourself, why am I talking about this? Okay, I can't, I can hear you.
I said whole America knows Glorilla songs after she performed at Kamala's rally, but okay. Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. Let's not talk about
Yeah,
yo,
well,
they
it's a toss
had
up
women
between.
working up the stage. Oh my god. How do you
It's a
think you win any votes by having people working? What are we doing? Anyway, let's go back to talk.
yeah,
RJ.
yeah, yeah. I'll just say, come on through some hot parties. Let's just say,
Sounds like someone was been locked up.
Diddy can get locked up in peace. His legacy can,
Someone can pick it up,
yeah,
pick up the slack.
someone can pick it. But
Anyway,
21 Gorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, you know the trends. I also know these people due to the trends. But you ask yourself, why am I talking about this? What does this have to do with Young Thug? I saw a post of a woman saying she was very happy. She said, "My boyfriend is free. He's coming home." Very beautiful woman. It popped up on my IG.
mm.
So I said, who is this? I don't know this.
Oh, I know who she is. I know who she is. I know who you're
You
talking
know
about.
who I actually thought it was at first? Um, Tyrese's ex-wife.
She looks like her. Yeah, yeah.
Looks
I
a
never
lot.
thought about it that way, but she looks like her. Yes, she looks like her.
So I went, I looked, I saw that her name is Maria or Mariah, the scientist. I don't know
Yeah.
how do you pronounce it?
I have no idea. You know,
Okay.
I'm bad with the urban
Yeah,
names.
but very beautiful woman. So I was like, okay. First, I thought it was Tyrese's ex-wife, and I thought, why is she happy that he's coming home? First of all, I didn't know that Tyrese got locked up, and if he did, it
You
was due
almost
to
got
her.
locked up. You almost got locked up. You
Yeah,
never know.
he was thrown in jail. He was thrown in jail. Didn't go to the penitentiary. But
Reps.
then I went and see. So I did some investigation, aka I just went on her profile, and I saw that she was talking about.
That's
I
all.
didn't know that she was an
That's how.
artist.
That's how we do investigations here. You go to the to the to the
Find
IG.
everything there.
Make sure you scroll. Don't press the like button.
Even you find everything on the social.
15, all of a sudden, you press the like button. You're cooked.
You find out who's if boyfriends, girlfriends, birth certificates. You know,
Oh,
but the whole point is this. Then I saw that she was an artist, that she sings. I didn't know that.
mm-hmm.
I saw one videos of her singing. I just scrolled after 5 seconds. She sings good. I don't think she's like a great like a anyway. That wasn't meant to be a diss. She's like a solid singer. But then I saw that she was talking about Young Thug, and I was like, wow, you see such a beautiful woman, and this woman can have anyone, but they still choose the thugs, right?
Yeah.
And that's due to the fact that he's humble under God. So I guess the moral of the story is choose God and the rest will
and,
like
and the flock will follow.
yeah.
For those who don't know what RJ is referring to, let me. I mean, there's a list of these remarkable situations, and this is what I mean, all credits go to Tug's lawyer because he did a terrific job. By the way,
Fantastic job.
fantastic job. I mean, even though the prosecution was dropping the ball left and right, they made it easy for him to prove that this is going nowhere. And even during that plea deal, they threw it up the air and said, you know what, we're gonna go to the judge and have her decide this because this is crazy what they want to do. But this is what in the beginning of the trial. That's when we were making jokes about this because it's crazy. Let's take
Crazy.
fair use.
That was not what Thug meant to Jeffrey. Thug meant and means to Jeffrey something very personal. It was his pact that if he could ever make it as a musical artist and help his family, himself, and as many others out of this endless cycle of hopelessness, he would be truly humble under God. That's what Thug means.
Yeah, man. That's when we know that is Cochrane. That's the Cochrane speech. He had it in the beginning of the of the trial. That is his Cochran moment.
What did and then after that followed more. Remember, after that went viral.
Come
You
on.
also the Coke boys also had Coke means something else.
Yeah, you had no that wasn't during the trial. That was French Montana tweeted that Coke boys mean king something about something kings. Oh man,
Yeah, but I mean, it was after that, right? So I think
after that situation,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that started it, and everyone was coming with acronyms after that.
Yeah, there are so many of these cases. We had Woody, who was kind of a highlight in that situation. Um, you had one of the people who were also being asked one of these what slime meant. Let me share my screen real quick. You had this guy explaining what slime meant.
So the S is for small, the L is for low, the I is for I, the M is for me, and E for everything.
Again, I'm gonna repeat it.
So the S is for small, the L is for low. So the S is for small, the L is for low, the I is for I, the M is for me, and E for everything.
The I is for I. The, the M is for me. The E is for everything. What are we talking about? Yo. Oh man, they were playing in the prosecution's face.
You know what that sounds like?
Tell me. This is disgusting.
Sounds like someone that's on like a receptionist, first day of the job, first day on the job, not knowing that F is for Foxtrot. Doesn't know the codes.
Oh man. Hey, let's take a look. Shout out to the guy who's running the Lawyer for Workers. We use his videos a lot of times because he breaks down these situations quite good. We like how he breaks it down. So shout out to him. Fair use. Let's take a look at the L's of the prosecution. Fair use.
Prosecution in the Young Thug case took so many L's. Let me show you the biggest L. When Thug pled, they brought in the family of one of the murder victims, and they claimed that Thug is the leader of this gang that has been terrorizing Atlanta, including murdering this man. And the family is in there, and the prosecutor asked the judge, we would like this family to come up and give a statement. Now, mind you, Thug is about to walk with a probation-only sentence for being the leader of this gang that did all these murders. And this is what the judge had to say when they asked, hey, can the family make a victim impact statement?
Prior to the court imposing a sentence, we would ask that Ms. Shawana Edmonds, who is the mother of Mr. Thomas, be allowed an opportunity to make an impact statement. And that is all that we have, unless the court has questions.
Okay, well, given that Mr. Williams is not charged with the murder of Mr. Thomas, I don't think that is applicable here.
I checked on that, Your Honor, with respect to count one. As a co-conspirator, Mr. Williams is responsible for all of the acts of the other co-conspirators, the overt acts. The overt act of the murder of Donovan Thomas is one of those acts.
I know, and this trial is not complete, and so y'all have not yet proven that. Not to mention that you dismissed the murder charge against one of the co-defendants who already pled. So
Not for that case, Your Honor. That was Mr. Drinks.
okay.
We have not dismissed any.
All right. Well, if there is a conviction on the RICO or murder count following the close of this trial, that would be the appropriate time for the victim impact statement.
And it gets worse, because after the judge denied them the first time and belittled them for even asking, another prosecutor got up and said, hey, this is coming direct from DA Fonnie Willis. She's asking again, can we please make a victim impact statement? Watch this.
Mr. Body.
Yes, just very briefly. Thank you. The district attorney just wanted me to urge the court, due to the fact that the Thomases have been negatively affected in incredibly traumatically by what has been discussed by both parties here today. To make a brief statement, as she believes that they fall within the exception or within the bounds of Marcy's law, if the court would allow. I understand the court made a ruling earlier as it relates to that, but she wants to.
All right, thank you. I cannot even begin to understand what anybody must be going through when they lose a family member to violence or criminal violence. Mr. Williams himself has expressed his own sorrow to the family. I, again, am going to stand by my belief that the appropriate time to hear a victim impact statement from them is at the close of the trial that contains the murder count with regard to their family member.
Definitely not a good look, RJ.
Yeah, it's not a good look. And just to be clear as well, the young thug pled guilty, but to gun charges, blicky charges,
Yeah.
and also said that he would not contest. Let me see.
Nolo. We did a couple, like 2 or 3 Nolos.
Yeah, conspiracy and participating in gang activities.
Yeah, the Rico stuff, basically.
Yeah, the RICO. Yeah. So that's what he. So he pled guilty to the charges, the blicky charges, the gun charges, and said that he would not contest certain other counts.
Total failure. I mean, they spent millions trying to lock this guy up.
And
We're
Fanny
talking about 2
Fanny
years.
is also involved in this one. And remember, KR, that there was also this accusation that allegedly Fanny was having fun with
Donovan Thomas.
yeah
Nut.
opposition
Big Nut he's called, I think.
yeah.
So
Which you
that
might
whole-
say, huh? That's not true because she was already having an affair, or she was having an affair, allegedly. Oh, well, it's not allegedly having an affair with one of
yo, that's what I wanted to talk about, because
There
that
are
case
some
also.
places- there are some places I don't want to live. Yo,
Yeah, the web of this case, if you combine it with the case of Trump they were prosecuting, it's a they were wasting taxpayer dollars. Let's be honest. If you're spending 2 years trying to lock a guy up, and the only thing you got is let's say a 40-year sentence, but he can walk free and have 15-year probation, what are we doing? You charge him with a RICO. When you charge someone with a RICO, you have to have something. At least something that you have to have the clue that ties everything up. You cannot just come up with a case and say, hey, I think you're suspected of this, but I don't have proof. I'll try to get the proof during the trial. One of the things they did wrong as well, which is quite crazy, RJ. They give everyone immunity before the trial. That's why you had these guys playing in their face on the stand.
and they did it in the hopes that they would just talk, and they can catch the big fish. Now, that being said, KR,
Yeah.
40 years is a lot. And 15 years probation is a lot here.
Definitely.
In no instance, I mean, if you slip up,
15 years is a lot. Definitely if you have these situations coming up.
Back. Back, Jack. You feel me? You did. Hey, man, ain't no motherfucker, ain't no cap in it. No cap in my right. You feel what I'm saying? The right way. It's time.
right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Hey.
Hey, man, what you got to tell these people?
Back.
We're gonna see Thug crossing his arms for the next 15 years. Do you think he's gonna make it, RJ?
Yeah, I think that's not gonna be the issue. I was more concerned. I don't know if it's true or not because of course some people were saying he did it so he doesn't throw any times in the air. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I was more concerned about a tweet that, yeah, is has it been so that's his handle, right?
How do you think I found it?
Wham! Let's drop one of these rats, Peter.
Wham is, I think, one of the nicknames of Ghana.
And rats stands for rodents and I don't know.
Tyrannical, satirical.
Makes as much sense as slang.
Yeah. Rats running against Trump suspending. Anyway. But all jokes aside, it's gonna be a tough 15 years. I'll say that. If you slip up, I don't know how lenient they will be in this situations. Like,
Yeah,
that's gonna be the case.
Yeah. And now I'll say this: in the recording you showed, it was Ti, right? Recording with
Ti, his son, and Thug.
Sorry,
Ti, his son, and Thug.
Ti son in the back, not the country singer, right? The other one.
The other one, yeah, the rapper.
One of the other ones, but
not the light skinned one who's running like a thug around. But...
No. Yeah. So Ti was also locked up for a while.
Well, he was released after they found like 60 blickies in his home.
Yeah. But the point is, I don't remember why it happened, but I do remember this. I believe after he got released, he dropped that what's it called, Paper Trail, the album.
Not sure. The biggest case I do remember he got locked up for is he was released after. It was all those guns he was arrested for. I don't know if you remember that one. And then people were saying that he was that Paper Trail after that. Nah, Paper Trail is he was arrested, I think, mid 2010s, I think, for the charges. And then he was released, and then they were saying this man was talking, he was singing like Aretha Franklin. That's the only way he got released. That's what they were saying, the streets, aka the internet. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't writing the
Where was that said?
What? That he was talking.
Yeah,
the streets was alluding that he was talking, because no one is going to get arrested for. It was a bunch of like 20 guns or something like that, and then he walked. Have you ever heard of that? Well, it's Atlanta, so maybe.
I don't know. So I can understand why that would cause unrest. I'll say this though. Image wise, after that, so I did see that Paper Trail was in 2008. It was released in 2008. But I believe prior to that, he was also maybe locked up for a while or something. Maybe the big one was after that. I'm not sure. Not probably. Apparently, have the time, the sequence, the chronological order in shambles. But I'll say this: if you look at Ti now, he did a very good rebranding, and he still has that roughness, right? But he transitioned, he rebranded, he has like he's podcasting, expeditiously, I can't pronounce it, but
Expedition.
yeah, so he has that podcast, he's investing in real estate, he gives a lot to the community, and so his image has changed
Yeah.
a lot. And so, you know me, KR, I like to give people chances,
I know you.
but
I like to believe what, and that's why you're different. We're all different. I
yeah,
like to believe people when they show me who they are. I believe them. So
yeah, well,
you
yeah.
give
So
them, you give them the grace,
I like to give people chances,
the grace.
but I have to have like at least a feeling that you really mean it, right?
Mhm.
And I don't think that in Thug's case, that's the case because
Oh,
he's taken it very lightly. Whereas I remember, so yeah, it's too lightly. And if you like on your first or second day out, you you put out a meme, a tweet like that. No, it's like you're playing with fire. And you need to watch out because you don't want to end up. Well, I would assume that he doesn't want to end up locked up again.
yeah. It's gonna be a, like I said, it's gonna be a long 15 years. Let's see how we can how we can get through those. Again, great job by his lawyer. I guess he probably will have to stack the money now because he's also been spending a bunch of money trying to get out of this jam. So I think he's gonna drop music. He has dropped music in the past that wasn't involve him rapping about being a gangster or whatever. I remember one of the songs I like most of him is actually a song he did with Jamie XX. It's called "I Know There's Gonna Be a Good Time." I remember that song when I first heard that song. Was like, wow, it's an amazing song. Guys, go check it out. I hope he makes more songs like that, and maybe that's the way he should be going now. Why try to be? I never understood this situation, right? Where you're an artist, you're making millions, and some way somehow you want to act street. You want to go back, revert back to acting tough. I guess that's why I wasn't born in the ghetto. I'll never be in the ghetto, and I won't relate to that whole mentality. But yeah, the same thing. You see the same thing with a guy like Drake, where he's born and he's been living his whole life in the suburbs, and somehow, some way, he ends up being a rapper, and now he's trying to act tough, surrounding himself with gangsters and people that have questionable past, and people look at you crazy now, and before you know it, they're creating songs telling people you're not like us, and now you're mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time will tell, man. Time will tell. I wish Tuck all the best. And yeah, we'll see. If he slips up and he gets arrested, we'll cover that too. And if he keeps going forward and doing great, we'll cover that as well. Let us know in the comments what you think about this situation, guys. You want to say something else, RJ?
No, I'm good.
Closing. Yeah, let's hear from you, our viewers, what you think about this situation. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jeffrey will be locked up because he will violate his probation these next 15 years? Do you think he'll make great music? Or do you think, well, it's actually a fact that Fanny blew millions of dollars on trial? Let us know in the comments what you think. We'll pick the best comments and feature it in one of our near future videos. Make your take the hardest one. RJ.
Yes, we'll be highlighting some of the best comments in our next videos, as KR said. So if you got a hot take, let us know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. So, again, guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support. And let's keep the conversation going in the comments. And with that being said, KR, we can move to the next segment.
Let's keep it short then. Comment of the week. Hey guys, we are like we said, the best feature will be featured. The best comment will be featured in future videos. And today we have a comment that was shared on a video we dropped a couple of days ago, Wild Diddy Moments, which was a video where we covered absurd moments of Diddy. We in that video we kind of focused a lot on the Joker situation he had, which it seems to be freeing to him. And one of the people responded in this situation. Let me share my screen real quick. As you can see, it's called Wild Diddy Moments. Is Diddy only himself when he's the real life Joker? And we have someone who said, El Patron 42069. He said, I like smaller channels. Shout out to El Patron. Let me zoom in a little bit. And then you have someone else who Chris Kill 3096. He said, he is Asmodeus. Or I don't know how you pronounce that name. Look into who that is. Diddy is that demon.
King
Yeah.
of demons, actually.
Hmm?
King of demons.
King of demons, yes. And you gotta ask yourself, who is Asperger? We all here at the Double Talk, we always try to learn from you guys. We know that we know a couple of stuff, but we know that our viewers also know a lot. And this is a great case of sharing information because, to be honest, there are so many demons in the world, you sometimes forget them. Sometimes you do forget them. And let's see who Asmodeus is. As you can see here, this is the picture they put of him. Asmodeus is the demon who personifies and represents lust, the sexual sin related to adultery. He is the demon who exists as the arch rival of the angel of chastity, Gabriel. I mean, it's might have a point there. The man is. Yeah, he
The
called it
teacher is
a
a freak.
freak. The teacher is a freak, and Diddy is of the freak off. Asmodeus is the member of the seven. Is one of the members of the seven princes of hell, and an embodiment of lust. Yeah, amen. Maybe he might be the embodiment of lust. I mean, if you're organizing all these freak off events, crazy situations, who knows, man. Anyway, thanks, Chris Q, for your comment. Great one. And guys, like you said, drop a comments below and we will of course cover this in a future show. As we always we always have a Reddit story. RJ, you have a Reddit story for us today, and let's see what we are going to talk about as a commonplace situation. RJ.
Yes. In today's Reddit segment, we're gonna talk about a story I came across on Reddit. You might conclude that the wife has been a victim twice. I'll read the story now. So as you can see the caption, husband left wife in court with perpetrator.
What?
Story goes as follows, guys. And as remember, if you have something to say, remember to comment. If you have a take, let us know, right? Especially whether you agree with us or not. So the story goes as follows. I'm a 34-year-old male. I won't go into details, but my wife was the victim of SA, a violent SA.
Jesus.
We have a child together of 4, a girl, and have delayed having more kids in large part because we were dealing with the legal case and my wife's recovery. As a husband, it has been horrible to see the person I love more than anything suffer so much. The man who did it ended up pleading guilty even though he originally wanted to go to trial. The sentencing hearing was today, and so many of our friends and family showed up to support my wife. My wife, her mother, and I all gave statements to court about the impact of the crime. Victim impact statements. My wife was very eloquent and did a great job explaining how the crime affected her and our family. Her mother also did a great job describing my wife and what a sweet soul she is, how the SA has destroyed her trusting and innocent nature. I spent days preparing a statement, but when I got up there, I was emotional from hearing my wife and mother-in-law speak. They pronounce, by the way, something else. They pronounce mother-in-law MIL. The F is silent, probably.
They want
I
to
didn't want to sob in
anything.
front of a. This is a serious matter. I'm sorry, guys. This is a serious. I didn't want to sob in front of a courtroom of people and felt like.
I guess. Sorry, I have to chime in. Sorry, I have to chime in.
Alright.
I guess it's so. I guess if you hate your mother-in-law, it's FMIL then.
Yeah, this is the other way around, right?
Anyway, continue.
But it can be interpreted twice, like at least in two ways. Sorry.
It's off the rails now. You- oh man, continue.
That's a rough one. I didn't want to sob in front of a courtroom of people and felt like I was about to have a heart attack. I quite literally just said that I love my wife more than anything and I want the maximum sentence imposed. The judge could tell I was struggling and told me I could take a minute to compose myself, but I honestly needed to get out of there. I left the room, hid in the men's room, and didn't see the actual sentencing. My wife called me when it was over, and we met outside of the courthouse. I apologized for leaving and expressed how proud I was of her. My wife understood my wife understood and said she knows it was an emotional day for everyone. I took her home and she crashed immediately. My parents came over to check on me this evening, and my mom was kind. However, my dad seemed annoyed and asked what happened at the courthouse. I explained that I was emotional from hearing my wife speak and truly felt like I needed to get out of the courtroom or I might pass out. My mother said it was understandable and that she wanted to leave several times as well because of how painful it was. My dad looked genuinely disgusted and said that my wife was brave enough to stand in front of a man who SA'd her, express how it impacted her, and advocate for herself and her family. My dad said, I failed her by not speaking up for her and staying by her side during the sentencing. I don't disagree and feel terrible, but I was honestly so upset from seeing her in so much pain. My mom told my dad that I was being harsh and that I'd supported her since the crime happened, but my dad said I failed as a husband. I honestly feel terrible. Was I wrong, KR? Was
No,
I wrong?
there is no wrong or no right. I don't think there's a wrong or right in this situation. I think the guy was overwhelmed of that situation. Wrong is a big word here. Everyone is different, right? Everyone processes trauma differently. I do think, however, that I do think that he could have at least instead of some people like I said, people process things differently. Some people there is this flight or fight is obviously someone who fly fall in the category of flight, not fighting, not standing there and fighting for your rights or fighting for what you believe in. He rather runs away of the situation. Well, there are people like that. You can say also maybe the dad failed him because he didn't raise his son to be a warrior when it has to be like that. Hey, What? You're laughing. I'm RJ.
Where was
Situations don't pop
we
out of
missed
nowhere.
the grand?
Rats don't pop out of nowhere
Uh,
in no. I'm talking about no. I'm talking about genera spontanea. Rats
yeah,
don't pop out of nowhere. Well, I use rats. Well, it's young talk. It's not. That's nothing to do with young talk. Rats don't pop up out of nowhere when food is on the ground and spilled around. It grows out of somewhere. So the guy was maybe raised a bit alternatively. Maybe he's a softer person. I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't know the background of the guy. Maybe he's had a harsh youth. I don't know, but I think he could have processed it a bit better. At least stand next to his wife when the sentencing was happening. I mean, you have to have some kind of a backbone as a man. Um, yeah, I don't think this is good actually. Maybe I'm the more I talk about it, I think he should have just stand there with his wife
that's what it's
and take and take yeah. I was trying to soft land this stuff, but I'm gonna crash out on this one.
try
I'm
to
gonna
sound like me.
huh?
You try to sound like me.
Yeah,
Balvin.
that's not me. And that's not me. I'm gonna do this like Washington in that movie Flight. I'm gonna crash this plane down, baby. Let me get the drinking. Let me get a drinking.
So
No, anyway, he should have just have better composure. Let's be honest. As a man, you should stand next to your wife, and you should be able to look at the man who violated your wife in his eyes and tell him what you think, what kind of POS he is. I'll be honest. You cannot stand there crying and man. Ah, yeah. You go.
yeah, so
Disgusting. I'm as disgusted as his dad. Actually, I try to tread it lightly, but I can't. This is disgusting. Continue.
so this is what I think. I think it's very complicated. First and foremost, I can't imagine what the dude is feeling because I bet you that he feels that he failed her. And so I think that's what he's dealing with the most. I agree with you that he should have stayed, but it wouldn't have made the pain less. It's just that in that moment, it's not about you, it's about your wife. Maybe he didn't want his wife to see a weak man. And I'm saying that he's weak because, okay, let me change that.
No. You can continue that route.
Let me change that. Maybe he didn't want his wife to see him in a weak moment.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't maybe we don't know if he's a weak man or not, but that was a weak moment, a vulnerable moment.
Vulnerable.
Maybe he thought, no, my wife deserves, I want to be there, but my wife deserves me to be there standing firmly. Now I'm crying and she's not. I don't know, but I do. Yeah. Hey,
RJ, I have a question. I have a question. If you attack that person in court, for how many days do they lock you up?
I don't know.
Okay. You gotta crash out for your wife, man. You gotta tell him, hey, I forgive you. Come hug. God! God! Oh, uppercut, baby. Crash out for your wife. Nah, man. You gotta crash out for your wife. You gotta sit one day. Show her what business is, man.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Hey, man.
Hey, do
I'm
your
so
research.
sure
Wait,
I have
this
to
is
say
not
no, don't do
advice.
that.
This is not advice. We're not giving advice over here. Read your bylaws. Read the laws in your state. See whether the crash out is it's okay. I mean, if you're gonna get locked up 20 days, that may be too long. If they just help you, hold you for an hour, maybe that crash out is worth it. I don't know. If they're gonna hold you for an hour, man, crash out, man.
As an attorney, not a criminal attorney, but as an attorney, I can't approve that message. Please don't do that. Please respect the court. No, man. I'm sorry, KaiR.
Crash out for your wife. That's gonna be the headline of this one. Crash out for your wife. Man, you gotta crash out. That's why the dad was disgusted, because he should have crashed. The dad is a crash out.
No, I think it's very hard. So
son to stand on business. Like Jimmy Wheelchair. Drake in a wheelchair, stand on business, boy.
Well, I'll just go through the top comments and then we can wrap it up. Upset Upset Pachyderm says it doesn't matter. that escalation went very quick here. It doesn't matter what your dad thinks. What matters is that what your wife thinks. Sounds like she understands, so I think you're all good. Even if she's upset by you leaving the courtroom,
never
that's
tell him the truth.
to work through. Your dad has no place in that equation. Remarkable deal 6487 says a soft, you are the a-hole. Your wife likely wanted to leave but felt unable to do so, and she may have carried a lot of guilt over what happened. Many athlete victims feel guilty,
Crash out, boy.
even when they logically know it's not their fault, and she may not have shared feelings of let down to avoid burdening you. It's valid that this was a hard situation for her, and your feelings are understandable, but it does seem like you built, which probably impacted your wife more than she expressed. It's a terrible situation, but thankfully the creep confessed, giving your wife a level of closure that many victims do not get. Wishing both of you the best going forward. So those are the two remarks, guys. Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Do you agree that he was wrong for leaving? Should he have stayed, or is it understandable? Do you think that they can work it through? Let us know in the comment section below. As we always say, we'll be highlighting some of the best comments in our next video. So if you have a hot take, do let us know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates. And of course, thank you for watching. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. KaiR, let's move to the next segment.
Yeah. Let's move to the next segment, guys. The next segment of today is a man who put whole Africa on his back, specifically Equatorial Guinea. This is going to be the second topic of today, guys. For those who haven't seen it, one of the civil servants of Equatorial Guinea, a high-ranking civil servant, Baltasar Engonga, a legend already, and it's been only a week, has been exposed by his own government. RJ.
Can KaiR, you do a lot of the preparations. Can I please make a minor change, like a small change? It's only going to take a while.
Okay, you take the change you want to do. I don't know.
Thank you. Just give me a second.
But while he's doing the change, guys, I'm gonna introduce you to this man who put the whole nation of Equatorial Guinea on his back. Like I said, he is in fact the Director General of his country, the National Financial Investigation Investigation Agency, until recently. His nickname is Bayo, and he is a close relation to the country's president, Theodore Mbosogo. His biological dad is now a powerful man and the chairman of the CMAC, one of the biggest commissions in the country, and in the actually one of the biggest commissions in Africa. But yeah, he put yeah, maybe you're right. He put the wives on his back. Oh man, let me show you the
Their
video.
back.
Huh?
On their back.
On their backs, literally, yes. Fair use. For those who don't know where Equatorial Guinea is, here you have it. Some of you don't know any other country in the world other
Not
than
even
one
your
you're
own
living in.
KR. Not even your own country.
Yeah, they don't even know their own country. Yes. Whatever country you're living in, here is Equatorial Guinea. Fair use.
And for our next story, we shift our focus to Equatorial Guinea, a small nation on the west coast of Central Africa. The tiny nation is in shock due to a high-profile sex scandal that is now making headlines around the world. Over 400 sex tapes involving a high-ranking Equatorial Guinean civil servant are doing the rounds on social media. Now, the scandal surrounds Baltasar Engonga, who is the director of the country's National Financial Investigation Agency. The official is also involved in a corruption row. During the probe, authorities found around 400 sex videos of him and multiple women on his computer. Some of these women include his brother's wife, the president's cousin and sister, the Director General of Police's wife, and the spouses of over 20 ministers. Now, Ngonga's office was the site of many of these sexual encounters. It is not clear if the sexual activities with the women were consensual.
I can give you a response on that. As the show, well, I'm partially I'm doing the editorial, right? So we have we have someone who's doing the editorial, but I oversee it. Let's put it that way. And I did my research. It's all consensual. The women were looking in the videos, so I checked out the videos, a couple of them, not all.
I was
Not,
a,
not,
yeah, I
not,
was
all
just about-
400, not all 400, but I've seen a couple of them on Twitter. You can look it up yourself. So I'm not going to show it here on the show. It's on Twitter. The
I
Twitter
was just about
filled with this guy's debauchery these days. Kaji.
I was just about to say, usually in situations like this, there is a lack of evidence.
There's a lot of it. Yo, the women were adjusting sometimes the camera themselves. Can't believe it, RJ.
Yeah.
The man was banging women in his department. The minister's wife, bro, he was banging every woman in high-ranking places. This shows you that whatever rank you have in life, women will go to the better solution. The man they actually like.
Yeah.
How can I say that? There's nothing else to say about this. I mean, it's wild if you think about it. 400 women, wives. One of them even deleted herself
Yeah.
after the leak.
Wow.
After the leak, and after that, I mean, this guy. But just he's not a bachelor, by the way, RJ.
He's also married.
His wife is fed well.
One, two, three, four, five, 6 kids.
The man, I don't know when he has time to do anything relating to his work. He's banging nonstop.
But you know what I don't understand, KaiR? If you are married or in a relationship, and this dude, Baltasar Engonga, talks you into an affair.
I'll tell you, he didn't talk to.
You will you will record it and look in the camera willingly, voluntarily. That means you can't be happy, man.
Well, she's happy at that moment.
Yeah, in that moment she is.
At that moment, she's happy. You know what it takes to the level of trust a woman has to have you record her videos? They trusted him. They liked him. They actually liked him. By the way, the picture you just saw is him, his department, and the arrows that were pointing to the women he was banging in that department.
Let me see that.
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Yo.
So these are the men. Well, he wasn't banging men. So he was not fully in freak off mode. He wasn't fully in Diddy mode. He was
again. Okay, so there are 3 women who didn't get a chance yet.
4 actually.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
4.
No.
3.
3. You're right. I didn't see the arrow here below.
3.
You're right. 3.
So that means out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out of 9. So 60% of the.
This man was slanging. That's why they're calling him a legend already, man. He's banging. Do you imagine how much you have to be doing to be able to bang ministers' wives, your co-workers, your own wife, putting 6 kids into her, and these kids are not young. These are not old kids, man. These are young kids. That's why they're calling him a legend already, man. This is crazy. This man has. Look at these kids. Look at these kids. Can you tell me these are young kids? After this, well, you know how they found out this whole thing.
Yeah, I was wondering how.
He's being accused of financial corruption. And you know how it goes when they want to they do these raids, and during that raid they got these tapes of his computer. I'll show you something, RJ. The vice president of Equatorial Guinea this man right here.
Looks like Andre 2999.
I was thinking the same. He has a very interesting look. The slick look. And he has, look at his beard, man. His beard is halfway, like he's like in the 90s somewhere. But he said that any official found, so this is a official statement from him. Any official found engaging in acts at work would be suspended, as this was a flagrant violation of code of conduct. So they are putting a seal.
Did he sleep with his wife as well?
He slept with no, not with his wife, I think, with his sister.
With this dude's sister.
Sister and niece, if I'm not mistaken.
How? So
Hey, this guy banged everyone's wife. He banged his own brother's wife. You know how crazy? There's only one man I know that after that he was shunned. You know Ryan Giggs, the football player?
No.
Manchester United. He banged his brother's wife. After that, no one took Ryan Giggs serious anymore. The man was ostracized by his own family. Ryan Giggs. For those who don't know, Ryan Giggs was a Manchester United legend. For those who don't know, this is Ryan Giggs. We all know Ryan Giggs, a legend in Manchester United.
Yeah, I know his face. Yeah.
Yeah. He banged his brother's wife. His father sent him to the gulag. Well, it's not literally. Not literally. They wanted probably to send him to the gulag, but they sent him off the family. They don't deal with him anymore. This man was banging his. By the way, he banged his uncle's pregnant wife. You got yo. The level of craziness.
Wait. We're back at Engonga.
Engonga, yes. Engonga banged his uncle's pregnant wife, man. Hitting
Wow.
the kid on the head. The
But
baby,
listen. Let me look something up. Equa.
the baby was like, "Oh, please stop. No.
How many people live there, man? Let me see. Is there nothing else to do? A population of 1.8 million.
Are you gonna count the percentages he was impregnating or
I
what?"
was trying to. Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, people are dropping. By the way, people are already dropping their takes. People are dropping their. There is this this X account, parody account. This is what the account dropped earlier this week.
What's
You
that?
see? It's called Chief Baltasar. It's a parody account. They said Kamala might need me to provide a shoulder to lean on. I will travel to the United States of America tonight. Oh man. This is wild, man. This is wild. This is very wild. RJ.
Yeah, it's crazy, but to me it's very remarkable. It's listen. I don't condone his actions, but it is very remarkable for a dude to convince 400 women.
Well, there's not 400 women. There's a lot of women, some of them multiple tapes, but
Okay. I thought
it's still a lot of women, dude.
400 tapes, but not necessarily
400
400.
tapes. Yeah.
Okay. But it's still remarkable to convince
High ranking. Wives of high ranking officials.
high. So listen, co-workers. Yeah, it's understandable, right? You're with a co-worker more than you're with your wife. It's easier, and so on and so forth. But usually, to sleep with 60% of your female co-workers, that means they were there had to be a bet, man. There had to be a bet.
Don't forget, RJ, women also talk among each other.
Yeah, so that's one thing. But okay,
Yeah.
but to sleep with your husband's, no, your brother's wife, your uncle's pregnant wife, and wives, not girlfriends, KR, wives of high-ranking officials, government officials. It means you really you didn't have no discipline whatsoever.
Yeah. That's one thing you can learn here.
And for the wives, but that's him. For the women to do it as well. I mean, you're married to a high-ranking official. You're married to his brother. You agree to do it. They were prepared to throw everything away. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. And the wild part is this, RJ. After they revealed this, some of the ministers said that they were going to test themselves because, oh, by the way, it was all without protection.
And I was about to make the remark that he only had babies within wedlock. So that means that he had to do it with protection.
No. This man was raw dogging everyone. So what they are doing now is they're gonna charge. Well, they're starting the trial for his alleged financial corruption. But what they also will do is start investigation on the spreading of STDs by him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man. 1.8 million.
Well, I wonder how much time he was spending actually doing work. Because, I mean, if you're banging this many women, I mean, this is only what he has recorded, by the way. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. He also has tapes of other people, other women among each other. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to close this section with a couple of memes. I'm going to close this section with a couple of memes. You have anything else to say, RJ, before I close out?
No, close it out.
Okay.
Curious to see what the memes are.
He did the celebration with so much emotions. So this, when someone sends you this meme, it's done. Your wife is game screwed. Oh man.
So,
Or send this to your wife tonight. She know what's going on.
I'm getting screwed.
What did you say?
Then I'm getting screwed.
Here's another one, guys. Here's another one. What are your pronouns, RJ?
I'm him.
Oh, you're him. Well, I am just me. I am he, because I'm not him.
Pronouns are he, not him. Because I'll never be him.
My pronouns is he, because I'm not him.
It was smooth.
This guy is a menace. This guy was a menace. When he comes out, if he comes out, maybe he has to find a good lawyer to represent him. He might have a future in America at one of Diddy's free calls.
You might.
You might. Hey guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. We want to hear from you, our viewers. Drop your thoughts and comments below. We'll be picking the best comments to feature in one of our future videos. So make it fast and share your hottest takes. RJ.
Yes, please. We want you to share your hottest takes. Also, guys, remember, it's important that you comment. So if you haven't done so already, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so as well. Comment, subscribe, like, engage with us. We see more and more engagement. We like it. We appreciate it. We like the feedback we're getting. It's only making the show better. And as you know, here on the Double Touch Show, we provide updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thank you for watching. KaiR, I think we can move now to the short thought segment.
Yes, sir. You're right on that. Let's close today's show with the usual short thoughts where we discuss commonplace situations and trending news by responding in a quite short manner. Let's jump right into it. Woman crashes out in front of the police station, and you're gonna ask yourself, police, help! Well, when someone is screaming for help, you better find a way to run because maybe someone is in trouble. Fair use.
Is behind bars because investigators say she shot her ex-boyfriend in Bel Air and then led police on a manhunt across the country. Now, that woman was arrested in Alabama on unrelated charges. Fox 26's Jade Fleury is live in Bel Air where those shots rang out.
Yeah, Choma Agud, who is originally from Georgia, is accused of being bold enough to shoot her ex-boyfriend here in front of the Bel Air Police Department, but she was arrested nowhere near this location. 39-year-old Choma Agud arrested and accused of shooting her ex-boyfriend outside of the Bel Air Police Department early Friday morning. Bel Air police say they received a call about a woman following a group of people in a Ford pickup truck. Inside of that truck was Agud's ex-boyfriend. To avoid a confrontation, the group of people drove to the police department, and as law enforcement arrived to the truck, they say Agud circled around to the passenger side and fired into the vehicle. Her ex-boyfriend shot and sent to the hospital. Officers shooting back, but Agud drove away. Hours later, police all the way in Alabama picked up on Agud's vehicle driving on Interstate 65. The Alabama law enforcement agency says that she led state troopers on a chase before being arrested near the city of Pine Level. She was booked in the Montgomery County Jail on a felony of attempting to elude charge. She also faces charges of aggravated assault of a family member with a gun and aggravated assault of a police officer for the shooting in Bel Air. And we are told that Agud's ex-boyfriend is in serious condition in the hospital, and the Harris County Sheriff's Office says that if Agud waives extradition, she will be brought back to Harris County. Reporting from Bel Air, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
Crazy. People need to stay away from these crazy women, bro, because it will haunt you at a certain point. Either you're gonna get a DV situation where she pops off and now you got to protect yourself. Somehow you get locked up because you're protecting yourself, or you get this woman who's popping at you. Crazy woman. A man's
Crazy woman. The street. Crazy woman. Shooting in front of the police. Crazy woman.
Oh, man. RJ.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, KR. I think you know what happened. No, that's not what I think. It's always important to stay calm and collected, especially if you feel emotional.
Yep.
She probably found out something. So she found out that he had someone. Is that clear? What happened?
There's not clear what. Maybe he wanted to leave her.
Exactly. So it's either she found out something or he wanted to leave her, but she said, over your dead body. If I can't have you, no one can.
You have to be very unstable, by the way, to pop someone in front of the police station. You have to be out of your mind, actually.
So again, it's either instability on the woman's end, instability on the woman's end, or
either. What's the other option?
The guy did something or said something so crazy. So I'm just thinking like scenarios. You know, the woman trusted her with like a secret, just to hurt her at that moment. He said, "I'm leaving you, and just so you know," and then
oh man,
triggered her. Those are the two scenarios.
Either way, she's still crazy though. I'm trying to find out what's the either in the situation. Both of them.
Yeah.
Nah, but
not the consequences of your actions. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I hope the guy survives this. I don't know. I haven't checked out the latest on this situation, but either way, she's gonna get locked up. She's gonna have her time. And of course, people are gonna say in the comments, what did she do? He probably did something worse to her, etc., etc. Let's look at this for things how they are. A crazy woman that doesn't need any protection or any justification for what she did. Because if a man does this, hey, he's the craziest man at on. So lock them both up, or actually in both situations. I mean, not lock the boyfriend who was shot up.
Well, yeah. If a man did this, it would be called femicide.
Oh yeah, that's how they call it these days. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
When the woman does it, it's called what? Plausible deniability.
No, it's called patriarchy. Patriarchy made her do it. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next case. Agent Ratliff at your service. You gotta ask yourself, who's Agent Ratliff?
Yeah, it was a
Let me share my screen. This is Agent Ratliff. Fair use.
You do it now was it formed?
OCDA is an acronym for Occupational Care Diversity Affairs. And what we do is people go to my website, they file a complaint about their boss or their supervisor, anything like that. We show it to the job and we cuss their ass out. Yeah, everything you want to say to your boss, everything you want to say to your boss that you can't say, y'all contact us, go to our website, ocdaofficial.com, and we'll show up and say all the things you want us to say verbatim.
Is it anonymous? Like, do they know who it's
Oh,
from?
yeah, the complaints are totally anonymous, but I say everything verbatim. So you can curse on your complaints. I'm a curse anyway.
Okay. So this is what he does. So they have this OCDA.
What is that? What is your company?
They have this OCDA and they show up to your place if there is something complaints about maybe people being a bit let's call it a bit racist, or they are a bit sexist, or any other ist that's out there. He will show up and cuss out your boss, send them back to where he came from. In some language they would call, that's how they would call it. Let me give you an example. Fair use. Imagine someone walking in your store with a polo on and a hat, like any other regular customer. Oh yeah, don't forget his notebook. And then he opens it, oh notebook, start cussing you out. Let's take a look. Fair use.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? All right. My name Agent Ratliff with OSHA Cares Diversity Affairs, ID number 33712. And I was coming here looking for Mr. Lee right here. Okay. I'm coming out here to go over some complaints. So you have a office? You want to go over these complaints?
No, I'm not the one to talk to. I don't have any idea what this is about.
Your name on this list. It say right here, y'all need to humble yourself because y'all don't know shit. Y'all be talking about people behind their back. Anson and the receptionist is fucking and getting high at work. They say y'all racist as fuck. Y'all ain't shit, and everybody wish Nick was still here. Now, who is Nick? It said these are complaints that were filed on behalf of the company.
What address do you have?
2217 Rock Chapel Road.
That's us. Give me more information about you. And what is she doing?
This is recorded. You first of all, you need to calm your attitude down, man.
Yo. He hit her with the white response. Hey, brother, calm your ass down. Relax. I'm in control right here. Again, he hit her with the classic white response.
Recorded. You first of all, you need to calm your attitude down, man. Yeah,
she was looking around like, who is he talking to?
Give me more information about you. And what is she doing?
This is recorded. You first of all, you need to calm your attitude down, man. Yeah, I don't like the attitude. You come out here loud.
I don't like your attitude.
And when I came in, nobody greeted me.
There's the door, buddy.
Nah, you get your ass up out of here. All y'all. Y'all is racist because nobody greeted me when I came in this motherfucker. For a company. I am the cop. We don't give a fuck about y'all calling no cops. See? Racist. Told you, get him. You heard what he said? Get him. Get your black ass out of here. We got it on camera. He just said, get your black ass out of here. To another, you don't speak to negative. Okay, what's your name, sir?
My name is John.
John. My name is Agent Ratliff with OSHA Cares Diversity Affairs. We was coming in here to go over some complaints about Mr. Lee, fat lady right here. Yeah, that's
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck up! Get the up! And your ass is getting fired. You don't act like that while you're on the fucking clock.
She's my employee.
It don't matter. I'll shut all this shit down. He just said, get your black ass out of here, and it's on camera. And that's a fucking lawsuit.
He did not say that.
Yes, he did. We got it on camera, motherfucker.
Where do you find this video, Sako? Where do you find?
What does your company do and how was it formed?
Big shout outs to its name is what's his name again? Let me check it out. Collimore White. That he's actually a comedian, by the way.
What's his name?
Collimore White. Collimore _White. And
Call him all white.
Collie. CALIMAR. White with a 3 instead of the E at the end. He has his own. He's a comedian actually. So this is how he promotes his comedy. I mean, it's a good way to promote your comedy, man.
Hey, they said they're not racist. They said they're not racist, and then said, "Get your black ass."
Get your black ass out of here. I have one more. This one is crazy as well. Then we're gonna close out the show, man. This is crazy. The final one. Fair use.
Y'all sit down.
This is not going to last long.
You don't know what's going to last. This is my meeting.
This is my facility. Okay.
This is not your facility. Listen, let me tell you, like I tell other time out, let me tell you something. Like I tell other supervisors and managers and bosses, if you're not the CEO of the company, you ain't shit but part of the bottom line. You ain't nothing but a puppet for the CEO. This is not for you to say this is your facility, tells me all the entitlement that you think you have or think you supposed to have. This is not your facility. You got to punch in just like everybody else. And when we done this meeting, you going to carry your ass back to work and do whatever you was doing. No, because this is not his facility. You time out. You time out, because that's how we talk at OCDA. Y'all sit down.
This is not going to last long.
You don't know what's going to last.
That's it.
Yo, it's pranks like these that get people
Popped.
Yeah. Okay.
Time out. He's hitting with all the key white words.
Mess with the wrong one.
He's hitting them with all the key white words. Well, sentences. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Time out. He hits him with the, ma'am, calm down. I don't like that attitude. RJ, now we're going to close out.
All I'll say is you just need to watch out because you just need to mess. If he messes with the wrong dude or woman, calling them fat lady right here. Yo, you know how crazy you need to be to walk into a hardware store? I mean, John Wick can pick anything in that hardware store and use it as a weapon. And you walk in there and just start talking to people like that.
Yeah, that's a
You
bit
need to
wild.
watch out. That's all I say, man. Guys, let us know your thoughts and opinion about the video. Remember, we will be highlighting the best comment or the hottest takes. So if you think you have a great comment or take, please let it be known in the comment section down below. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification icon as well. It's been a pleasure. Let's keep it civil in the comments, and until next time. Peace.
Let me press end recording.
2. That's
3. I'm not him.
Hey, crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.